It's over.
Oh God, help me!
I'm Kat tonight. Who are you?
I'm Nintendo Fangirl's biggest fan, and today we're doing a very special review.
A Blu-ray
It's a
review.
Blu-ray review. It's been how long? Thank God we get cool things like this.
I know what you guys are thinking. Dead Space Aftermath. Now, I love Dead Space. Never heard about this. This is actually explains the events that happened right after Dead Space 1. The ending of the first game, this is what happens. And possibly leads into
Dead Space 2, which is our next...
part 2. Tuesday's episode, Dead Space 2 review.
So this is released by Anchor Bay, but what is it? Is it just this tie-in? Let's throw out this crappy cartoon movie.
You know what this is? Very comparable to the Animatrix. Actually, even the look of it. People who played the first Dead Space, this looks familiar.
So the story is you follow 4 crew members off of the ship, the Urbana, and this ship has essentially been the first ship that's been taken over by the Monolith, which is the artifact.
And this also explains all those creepy creatures that Isaac was fighting during Dead Space 1, how they came about.
So,
and
yeah.
you're saying you're a little disappointed. Less is more type scenario where you don't really want to know where those creatures come from.
But this does reveal a little bit more of the mythology of Dead Space. It actually is something that you might want to watch if you're a Dead Space fan. So it has the 4 crew members, and they're being interrogated one by one. And each interrogation actually goes back in time, and it also goes into a different art style. So a different animation style. The 3D animation, it reminded me of Futurama. When Futurama goes into the 3D cell shading aspects of that show, is essentially what this is at the beginning. Then it goes into your classic anime.
it didn't like stick out like a sore thumb as a different style. It kind of actually blended all together. You gonna puke?
No.
The story is interesting, confusing at times. You don't really find out why they're being so aggressive with the interrogation. They all want to find out what this artifact is and what it can do.
Kind of the whole, the government will do anything. So it also comes with the Dead Space 2 trailer at the beginning of the film, and guess what? You've seen it, so it's no big deal. There's no special features.
The trailer for the Dead Space 2 is literally ripped off YouTube and put on this Blu-ray disc. Or anyways, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's not so hot, but
The resolution's terrible.
That's not the point here. The point is to get a little bit more of the Dead Space story into your
Right.
head, get you excited for Dead Space 2,
Yeah.
and it basically did do that for me.
Right.
And there's a ton of gore in this, tons of headshots,
Tits.
tits, heads coming off.
Dick shadows. Everyone saw your dick shadow on the alleyway. Everyone saw it. You're not fooling anybody.
A lot of people are going to assume that this is just a cash-in.
Money grab.
Is it essentially worth buying or take a pass?
Totally worth buying if you're into the Dead Space story and folklore.
Folklore. I like to call it mythology, but you
Yeah,
can use your folklore term.
I was raised by Indians. This is a very actually artistic piece of art, I like to call it, and a great story, so no, not at all. This is not like a money grab.
Is it as good as the Animatrix?
Overall, it's better than Animatrix.
Thank God, because the Animatrix was a little weak.
Well, it was a mixed bag. That was the problem with it.
I like the part where the monkey showed up.
Yeah, that was the best one. I give it a solid 8. It's very entertaining. If you're a huge fan of Dead Space and you just love it, you need to get everything, definitely worth a buy. But definitely solid 8. This is cool.
If you like the first Dead Space and you want a little bit more mythology into your brain before you
Folklore.
pop in part 2, definitely go check this out. I'm sure you can rent it at Blockbuster, or it might go to business by the time we put this up.
What are you doing there?
Mike, have you seen my shirt?
It's creepy that you made that.
I can't help but fall in love with Nintendo Fangirl, and as you can see, I've purchased this little Mario.
That's what he calls his member. By the way, you guys can't see it, but I saw it move.
Well, first of all, I'm going to ride Yoshi out of a sunset. Get on one knee.
Right.
And I'll say, Nintendo Fangirl, will you take my hand in marriage?
And she'll say, no, I'm going for Michael. I really
Yeah.
want Michael. That's the only reason I'm interested in you.
And then I'll just go back to iJustine.
Alright. But what do you have to offer that no other nerd does?
The physical, sexual appeal. I also have the ability to,
Make a girl wet within 5 seconds?
no,
I can.
I can definitely offer her a lot of stable feelings.
Yeah.
See, I've been thinking a lot. Nintendo Fangirl, if you're watching and you want this Mario figure, you're gonna have to contact me.
So seductive.
So,
No wonder the ladies can't resist.
well, iJustine winked at me. You know why? It was these.
Holy shit. I like a cart.
Can I ask you something? What are you looking at over there? Why don't you look at them while you're talking?
I was looking at you.
Look at the audience.
They don't look at me.
Hi, I'm Wonder Woman, and when I'm not kicking ass, I'm on 3kb.ca.
Hi, I'm Jay. And when I'm not hitting on Nintendo Fangirl on YouTube, I'm on 3kb.ca, checking out the latest gaming news from around the community and also on the forums.
Hi, I'm Superman. When I'm not saving women from burning buildings and playing Farmville, I go to 3kb.ca. Check out their silky new website with new forums